What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, yes, we are talking about complimented fragrances, 7 of my most complimented fragrances of this year in 2024. So I'm going to go ahead and break these down from the spring and summer, and then we'll get up to the colder months of what I've been wearing recently that's garnered me some positive attention. There's a couple things that I would like to get out of the way. When it comes to compliments, you do not have to dress the way that I am today. I am literally shooting this video and going into work. So that's why I'm dressed the way I am. Personally, I think when it comes to compliments, because it's all a guessing game, right? There's no such thing as an end-all be-all. Like when it comes to compliments, it's not a one-size-fits-all type of situation. What may work for me may not work for you, or you just may not like the fragrances that I show you today. So that's why sampling is important. It also depends on your fragrance taste, obviously, which is why sampling is important. There's different things for different folks out there, and who knows, maybe after I speak of these 7 that I have here, maybe you'll try them and you'll love them for yourself, but you're not going to know unless you try. Another thing that I would like to get out of the way is the curly triplets will tell you that you need to spray your fragrances 15 to 25 times or whatever to no shade thrown at them. I know Curly Scents, Curly Fragrance I've met once, but Curly Scents is a friend of mine, and so is Neve. There's no harm there. It's just all in good fun. But overspraying your fragrances could come with a negative connotation that you don't want to be that person that's known as like, oh, you're the guy that wears way too much cologne. Like, you don't want that type of attention. That's why I say appropriate sprayers, right? Spray your fragrances appropriately. That's why I like to say things like that, right? To encourage you to not overwhelm yourself and other people around you, to be, kind of conscious of your surroundings, right? Because that all will help too. Another thing, I do not go fishing for compliments. People tell me that I smell good. I'd never ever ask somebody what they think. Actually, that's not true. The only person I ask feedback from personally is my girlfriend. That is it. It's just for me to then come back to you guys and let you know what she thinks. Do I mention that for every single fragrance? No, but here and there I do sprinkle that in because I think it's important for you to know. So those are just some things. Performance, does it matter? Yes and no. Obviously, if something is close to a skin scent and you're, going out to work or you're hanging out with friends, like whatever that situation is, where it's going to be, more of an open sort of environment rather than like close encounters, which I just did a video on, like close encounters type of situation. For those, I would say maybe you want something just a little bit stronger. But again, performance is not the end-all be-all. And if you are someone out there, I do not have any beast mode fragrances, but if you are someone out there that enjoys beast mode fragrances, I would just say go easy on the trigger, right? If you have something like Jean Paul Gaultier La Male Elixir, I would say 2 sprays is all you're going to need to go about your day. That is a very powerful fragrance. And let's get the blabbing out of the way, right? And just get right to the list. I do apologize for that, but I just wanted to get some things out of the way. Oh, also one thing, and then I'll continue. Go ahead and check the comments down below. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the comments section, but my friends, my subscribers of this channel, the audience, if you will, they always put in some really, really great fragrances. So they are going to mention fragrances that do garner them attention, good feedback, positive attention. So definitely check out the comments section below, and don't forget to leave your own like and subscribe as well. So the first fragrance starting off, this was a spring summer like kind of mashup, if you will, that I wore, and I received so many freaking compliments. It was crazy. Louis Vuitton's Meteore. If you've been around the channel a long time, you know in the spring and summer I talked quite a bit about this fragrance. I absolutely love this. Is it pricey for what it is? Absolutely. What is it? This is a citrus fragrance that has these soapy touches into it. It smells like a fresh, clean gentleman or man, whoever. It smells like a fresh, clean man out of the shower is basically what it is. Again, citruses, this soapy kind of feel. You have woods in the base when this dries down. Clean, woody, musky, soapy, very, very fresh, Very long lasting for a citrus scent like this. I get somewhere in the neighborhood between 7 and 8 hours, and this is pretty potent off of my skin, so I do spray wisely with this one, as always, right? Spray appropriately. But yeah, guys, Meteore from Louis Vuitton, I will take this 10 times out of 10 over Imagination. In fact, hot take, I don't really care for Imagination. You could let me know what you think of Imagination in the comments section below. The next fragrance, this is a springtime staple for me. Well, one of the many springtime staples for me. This from the house of Nishane is B-612. I love this stuff. This is a modernized fougere. They use a bit of a mineral quality here. Soapy lavender you have your citruses, of course. You have a bit of oak moss, patchouli in the base. But overall, this is well, to me, it's a fresh take on a fougere. It does have that classic fougere smell, but it's also modern enough for today's modern gentleman, you know? And actually, I find this for a fougere, I find this to be unisex. It would kind of go in the same realm from Histoire de Parfum 1725 Casanova. It sort of in a way reminds me of that because there is this creaminess, perhaps some vanilla or tonka or both in here that creates that kind of vanillic, powdery-like nuance in combination with the lavender, because the lavender comes across aromatic, but it has a soapy quality which kind of piggybacks off the powdery touches that I just described or explained to you. So yeah, for that, this is fantastic stuff. Again, I can see women definitely pulling this off. In fact, I've had women tell me that this smells incredible and they can see themselves wearing this. A great one. You guys could see how much I've worn this fragrance. It has a huge dent and I just absolutely love this stuff, guys. B612 or B612 from Nishane. Oh, man. Moving on to the house of Xerjoff. Casamorati, Meifisto, Gentiluomo. This stuff right here. Absolute powerhouse when it comes to the compliments department. This is another one that I wore heavily in the spring and summer. Fantastic stuff here. You have bright, zesty citruses that open up the fragrance along with this aromatic lavender note. You have Florentine iris here for its powdery quality that it has to it. It's almost aquatic in a way. Maybe the citruses are what make it a little bit watery, because there is kind of this watery aquatic theme running throughout the fragrance. This light blue bottle is the perfect way to describe this. Though it's not a blue scent, it kind of reminds me of a fougere in a way. I believe this again is classed as a citrus aromatic fragrance, but man, this is like a modern day barbershop style fragrance without, you know, being overly powdery or anything like that. More on the fresh aromatic side, I would say. A great one to wear if you love compliments. This one is a fantastic wear. I've received compliments in this with the dress attire that I'm wearing today with a t-shirt and jeans, guys. This stuff it's just amazing. The smell is really what does it for me personally. But let me know what you think in the comments below if you've tried it. And if it's worked for you, if you receive compliments, do let me know. Meifisto, Gentiluomo from Xerjoff. All right, normally, now we're moving on to the fall and winter. Now, normally we showcase, I should say. I'm sorry about that. I just had a malfunction upstairs there. Normally we save honorable mentions for the beginning, right? And we tell you about them, or we showcase honorable mentions in the beginning. In this case, I forgot. So I'm showing you now. This is going to be Aylan from Day 3 Fragrances. The reason why that this is a honorable mention is because it's fairly new. But today, I'm also wearing this as my scent of the day. Today will be my 12th full wearing of this bottle. Of this fragrance, rather. You could see the nice dent starting to form. Personally, I wear this for me, as I do with all of my fragrances. I absolutely love this fragrance. This is a vanilla fragrance that's accented or accompanied by oud, rose, and saffron. The saffron here gives it a little bit of a leathery quality, which pairs beautifully with the oud that's used here. So you have that smokiness, then you have a little rosy touch, you have this creamy, powdery aspect coming from the orange blossom and the vanilla. A stunning, exquisite vanilla scent. Aylan from Day 3 Fragrances at the honorable mention spot. I've been complimented by my work colleagues, by my family. This was my Thanksgiving Day scent of the day there, and clients that I also have worked with. Aylan is doing a great job in the compliment department, and it's a phenomenal vanilla scent. Next up, from the house of Tom Ford, this is Black Lacquer. Black Lacquer is spicy, lightly smoky. This definitely has the use of fossilized amber. This stuff is so good. This is what we would expect from Tom Ford. This is a darker scent. Again, smoky, very sexy. I find this fragrance to be the way that it smells on me. There is this kind of incensey, maybe like frankincense type of vibe with this fragrance. Just a very, very great release from the brand. One of my favorite pickups, discoveries, if you will, of 2024. And I cannot believe the attention that this garners. So many compliments. It's crazy. I get more compliments on this when I'm out and about versus the office. Still does great with work colleagues and clients, but when I'm out and about, people are always telling me how great that I smell. If you have not tried Black Lacquer from Tom Ford, you must. It's a phenomenal release, smell with a heavy compliment factor to it, and it has great longevity too. About 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours, somewhere in that range for a Tom Ford is very great, especially nowadays. They're not really making strong, potent, beefy fragrances. Not quite a beast. You can go a little bit crazy. You can go 6 to 8 sprays with this one here. But man, I'll tell you, when you wear this one out, you will most likely, can't promise, nothing's a guarantee, not a one-size-fits-all. More likely than not, you will get positive attention with Black Lacquer from Tom Ford. What a stunning flanker release this is right here from the house of Hugo Boss. This is Boss Bottled Absolu. I am so impressed with the quality of this fragrance. It's insane. If you package this in a niche, pretty niche presentation and tagged a $300 price tag to it, it would sell. It is that damn good. The hype is real on this one, people. It is fantastic. It's this sweet, fruity, maninka fruit fragrance with a bit of patchouli and some booziness, perhaps rum. I get more of a cognac feel because of the sweetness here. My God, is this stuff good. It's spicy as well. I absolutely love this. Lightly leathery too. I forgot to mention that. Just a great release. Stellar. Smells fantastic. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, more so gentlemen, could definitely be your night out / date night signature scent right here. Yep, it's that good. I love the performance on here. It's moderate. It's not a beast mode. It's a moderate projector and performer. But I'll tell you what, man, the scent trail that this leaves behind is absolutely intoxicating. If you love to smell great and you love compliments and you're looking for a date night signature, Boss Bottle Absolute is the ticket right here, guys. Definitely get your nose on this one. Hugo Boss Bottle Absolute. This fragrance house is very interesting because some people call it designer, others refer to it as niche. There's a whole, kind of like exemption that comes with this. I don't know. It's all very confusing. One of my favorite tobacco fragrances of all time is from the house of Guerlain, and this is Honey Tobacco. Oh, Tobacco Honey. I'm sorry. Sheesh. So this right here is this honey and spiced infused tobacco. Reminds me of cigar tobacco with a bit of vanilla. As this dries down, it has a bit of a gourmand feel without being a full-on gourmand, right? This stuff is elegant, sophisticated, sexy. I freaking love this stuff. It is so good. And the attention that I garner while wearing this fragrance is nothing short of amazing. I mean, I can't say enough great things about this. I've worn it a bunch. You could see right there the level of juice that I've worn. The performance is great. 8 to 10 hour stuff. Very powerful. I wouldn't quite call it a beast, but it is very powerful, especially for that first couple of hours. And this works wonders in the date night, category or nights out. Fantastic. I do wear this to the office as well, just because I am in love with the way that this fragrance smells, and I'm so happy that I blind bought this the day it launched, because man, when I first sprayed this, it was an instant love for me, and one that I'm going to continue to love for years to come. This one right here, guys, sexy honey tobacco fragrance here. Tobacco honey fragrance. What is wrong with me? Guerlain's tobacco honey. Got it right that time. Last but not least, one of my favorite discoveries of 2024, and as a matter of fact, in 2024, it was the first time I experienced this brand for the first time. I'm talking about 54 from the house of Jusbox. What a phenomenal fragrance this is. It opens up with this creamy, boozy feel from Pina Colada. You have a bit of rum in here as well. You have vanilla. You have patchouli. It's a gourmand, but it's very interesting because, like, it's a gourmand, but it's not at the same time. It's not overly sweet. You would think with all those creamy nuances, especially with Pina Colada, that it would be an overly sweet fragrance. It is not. It is wonderful. It's such a pleasurable wearing experience, and I love this. And the feedback from people that have smelled this on me has also been just astonishing. I am blown away by the positive feedback with this one, because I honestly thought when I first smelled this that I love it and I'm going to be the only one around me that loves it. No, my girlfriend absolutely loves when I wear 54. My colleagues, my clients also love it. I do get compliments when I'm out there in the world just doing my day-to-day routine, whether it be going to the grocery store, whether it be going out to the mall, or any kind of errands that I'm running. The post office was a time that I did receive a compliment. I love the contrast of the creaminess with the booziness and that earthy patchouli, giving us not only an earthy but also a woody quality to it. Just a wonderful, wonderful release from the house, from Julien Rascanet and the perfume guy. They crushed it with this one. I love 54. It is, again, just one of my favorite fragrance pickups of 2024. I will have that video out before the end of the year. I'm not quite sure when that video will drop, but this fragrance will definitely be on there. And one other one here, well, like 3 other ones here actually that I talked about. A phenomenal fragrance for when you want to smell great, you want a little bit of sweetness, some earthy qualities, and you love compliments. This is it right here. 54 from the house of Jusbox Parfums. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching today's video. I appreciate it. As always, do not forget to leave me a like, drop your comments below, subscribe to the channel, and be a real one. Share this video out with someone you know that could find me entertaining and my knowledge useful. Until the next time I see you again, don't forget to take care of yourself and each other. And remember, spray your fragrances appropriately. I will see you soon in another video, guys. Take care. Love you. Peace.